boring.
Hi there, this is Mitch and Dennis from Bike24, and we are here in the middle of France, literally near Clermont-Ferrand, and we would like to welcome you to the newest YouTube format, Get Ready With Me,
Tour de France experience. So we are going to tell you guys kind of what you should be looking forward to coming to the Tour de France, whether you want to ride here, whether you want to drive here, and basically just things to consider to have the best experience. So come along, I'll tell you all about it.
So you said you have always been fascinated by the Tour de France, and why did you decide to come here?
I mean, you know, as a road cyclist, the Tour de France is the event. You want to be there. I can imagine you guys as well. You want to come to the Tour de France. It's the biggest race around, right? And so for me, it made sense that with Bike24 doing the summer tour, we might as well meet up for the Tour de France somewhere along the way. And being that stage 9 was coming up with Puy de Dôme, we thought, hey, this is the perfect opportunity for us to come together, do some cycling, go experience the tour, and, you know, find out the best way to do it to have the best experience along the way. So with that, I think we have a couple of tips that we could talk about to hopefully help you guys have a good experience as well.
So Mitch, what would you say would be the first and most important tip for our audience?
First tip I would have for you guys is know where you want to go. Why is that so important? Because then you can plan your entire trip around this location or multiple stages. It really depends on what your goal is. Do you want to ride and do the whole race or do the tour that they're doing? Or would you like to just go and cheer, be with the fans and have the whole experience yourself?
Yeah, I mean, you could also choose just one stage or segment of a stage, do an easy climb variation. You're free to decide however you want to experience it.
Exactly. And so what we did is we chose to go to the Puy de Dôme, which you can probably see behind us over here. And the main reason for that is it wasn't featured in the Tour de France for 35 years. So it was important, it's a summit stage, it's what they would call an haute catégorie. I hope I said that right, and I practiced, don't worry.
So you said you decided to go to the Puy de Dôme, and we literally have it inside. And we experienced a little bit of climb already. Sure. And you're a decent or good rider.
Okay,
pretty fit.
Not the strongest.
Pretty fitter than I am. So, but did you prepare for this? Anything, like any special training?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of just general cycling and things that you need to do to be able to do these longer climbs. When you're climbing over 1,000 meters in general, it takes time, it takes effort, and it takes a little bit of mental preparation, but also physical preparation to make sure that your body can also make it up these climbs. But beyond that, you can also use your gear, right? And so you have to make sure that you have the right equipment and the right things with you that can help you to make it up these climbs. So I think you have a different group set and a different gear ratio than I do, for example. And we brought different accessories for our bikes as well that allow us to get up the climb or cover a flat, for example, if you get one, or something similar. So why don't we show you guys what we have on our bikes?
Let's do that. You brought your beautiful bike up here. What would you say would be the thing that our audience would need to consider?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that you can factor in when you're going on a big bike trip like this. And essentially it's about, well, what do you need to bring with you, right? And so I figured my saddlebag will always have my tools, my spare tube, CO2, things like that. And then in my top tube bag here, I put extra gels, some bars, extra electrolytes, and of course there's one main thing that you should have when you're doing any kind of ride, something to drink. Make sure you have your bottles full of water. It is so important. Yeah. So other than that, there's how we actually get up this mountain. So if you have the option to go with a better or bigger cassette on the back, something that's maybe, instead of like an 11 to 28, you go to an 11 to 30 or 32. So you just have a bit wider range of gears and it makes it a little bit easier to climb up the steeper climbs. Other than that, I would say, a nice lightweight set of wheels. I have the Fulcrum Speed 42s here. They're super light, they're aerodynamic as well, and they're perfect for climbing.
What kind of kit would you bring for a ride like this?
Honestly, I would bring a mix of things. So today, it's very hot, it's over 30 degrees, it's very sunny, although it is a bit cloudy sometimes, but lightweight, mesh, breathable kit is super important for a ride like this. You can also add a couple of accessories, like Dennis has a nice top tube bag here, which is carrying a rain jacket, some extra arm warmers, things for a descent, because you never know with these changing weather conditions how it's gonna happen, or what's gonna happen.
So there's no ride without a mid-ride coffee break?
True.
Is that something you have been specifically looking for?
I would say so. It's been really nice to ride through the town, explore Clermont-Ferrand. I mean, we're sitting here right now in the town center with a beautiful cathedral. We have a fountain here. There's tons of energy in this city. So I would say exploring is essential to the ultimate Tour de France experience. And what about you? Was there something that stood out?
Within the city? Yes, definitely. Like, there's all this Tour de France merch hanging around. There are all these flags and tricots hanging from every balcony, and just driving through the streets is amazing. Like, you get motivated each meter. Yeah.
And everywhere you go, there's always some steep climb, so you kind of feel like you're training already for the tour in itself. It's a fun, it's a really fun experience to be here.
Is there anything particular you would like to add to a trip like this? Recommend bringing a friend or do this alone?
Yeah, I mean, I think you should especially do this with your friends and family, as many people as possible to enjoy this kind of experience. And especially being able to ride to one of the stages is amazing. But if you can also just go with freedom, and like myself as a content creator, I love to take pictures and take videos of the entire ambiance, the riders. And so having a day where you can balance riding there and a day where you can balance just enjoying the whole experience of being at the Tour de France is definitely something that I would recommend for everybody to experience while they're here.
So this was a beautiful day.
It was great. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, it was a delight riding with you. Thanks for challenging me up the hill.
That's what we're here for.
Do this again.
No doubt.
What was your highlight?
I would have to say that being able to ride on the same roads as the pros are riding on for the tour, I wouldn't exchange that for the world. I mean, you get to ride your own bike and enjoy the whole atmosphere, the people cheering, the crowds. It's really an experience that I would recommend to any road cyclist or any cyclist in general.
I think it's the most important thing, as you said before, is to plan the route, like really think of what kind of experience you want to have, and then you are pretty much set up to experience this yourself. Maybe come to the tour right now, go next year or in a couple of years, and then I hope you really enjoyed this format that we're doing with the Get Ready With Me. Thanks, Mitch, for giving us all your input and how you wanted to approach this. And if you want to see more of that, just follow us on YouTube, click the like button, share it with everyone you know, and then we'll see you next time.
See you guys in the next video. Ciao.